So now that London's all clean and ready to go, I'm going to put the saddle on. This is a saddle pad, and it goes underneath the saddle. If you just put a saddle on without a saddle pad underneath, it's going to slip around, and this keeps it stable. And you always put your saddle pad on from the left and your saddle on from the left. The best way to make sure that your saddle pad is in the right position is to run your hand over your shoulder and make sure that where the saddle's sitting, it's not going to interfere with the movement of the shoulder. This is my saddle, and it goes on from the left, and I use 2 saddle pads because it's more comfortable for him, I would assume. It's also easier to keep one dirty and the other one clean. This is a girth, and what I'm going to be doing with this is it goes underneath the saddle, and it keeps the saddle in place on the horse so that you don't fall off when you're riding. It's really important to remember that the girth has to be tight. If it's not tight, the saddle will slide around, and if it's really loose, the saddle will slide all the way underneath the horse. So to keep that from happening, it has elastic on one side and no elastic on the other side, and the elastic always goes on the left. This is London's girth, and I do it up on the last hole on the other side so that I make sure that it can get to this. This is a little strap that comes on the saddle pad, and you feed the girth through it so that it just helps keep the saddle on even more. So now the saddle's on. Just a few things about the saddle. This is a stirrup, and we keep them like this so that if they were like this, they would jingle around and hit the horse and be a big mess when you're trying to put the saddle on. So you bring them up like this and you feed it through, and that keeps them stable. The other thing is, usually if you measure your arm length, it's probably a good length for you once you're already on the horse. So to keep that nice, before we get it to the ring, I'm going to put it back. So this is all saddled up. Now I'm going to brush his face and then put his back.